What? And then this lip service what? As recorded in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips serves as a burning fire.
That is correct. Question 2 is worth 10 points. Question. The command is given to honor the Lord how?
Red 2.
Interruption.
As recorded in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 9. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase.
That is correct. Question 3, 10 points. Question. The Proverbs of Solomon were to receive.
Red 2.
Interruption.
What? As recorded in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 3. To receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity.
That is correct. All right. Question number 4 is a two-part question worth 20 points, or 10 points, 2 parts. Question. Folly is what to whom?
Red 2.
Interruption.
As recorded in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom.
That is correct. Question 5, quotation question worth 10 points. Question. Quote verse 2 of Proverbs chapter 5.
Red 2.
That thou mayst regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge.
That is correct. Question 6 is worth 10 points. Question. As a jewel of gold.
Red 2.
Interruption.
In his swine's snout, so is who? It's recorded in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 22. A woman which is without, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion.
That is correct. I love that scripture. You ever gave gold to a pig, anything? Question number 12. Time out? Time out, 60 seconds, Spokane. Question number 12. Oh, question number 7. Two-part question, worth 20 points. Question. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 5 records that thou shalt understand.
Red 1.
Interruption.
What and find what? Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God.
That is correct. Question 8, quotation question worth 10 points. Question. Quote the words of the Queen of Sheba in
Yellow 1.
Interruption.
In 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 6, there's a true report that a herd went all night and the next morning in the storm.
That is correct. Question number 9, two-part question worth 20 points. Question. What did Solomon say concerning the wicked, and what did he say concerning the transgressors in the last verse of Proverbs?
Yellow 1.
Interruption.
Proverbs chapter 2, but the wicked shall be cut off, and the transgressor shall be removed.
That's correct. Question number 10 is a cross-reference two-part question worth 20 points. Question. In Proverbs chapter 2, what is stated concerning thine heart in verse 2, and what is stated concerning thine heart in verse 10?
Red 2.
Verse 2, apply thine heart to understanding. Verse 10, when wisdom enters into thine heart.
That is correct. Question number 11 is a two-part question worth 20 points. Question. A wise man, in Proverbs chapter 21, verse 22, does how many things?
Red 2.
Interruption.
And what are they? Scaled the city of the mighty, and casteth down the strength of the confidence thereof, and there too.
That is correct. Aaliyah, that's your 8th correct. Let's give her a hand. Question number 12, quotation question worth 20 points. Question. Only one verse of Proverbs chapter 17 concludes with the phrase abomination.
Red 1.
Interruption.
To the Lord, quote this verse. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord.
That is correct. Question 13, we have a three-part question. 20 points question. Who turneth what as recorded?
Red one.
Interruption.
In Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1, the Lord, the king's heart, the rivers of water. The Lord turneth the king's heart as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. The Lord turneth the heart of the king.
All right, that is correct. Time out 60 seconds, Calgary. Time is in. Question number 14 is a two-part question worth 20 points. Question: how many instructions are given in verse 5 of Proverbs chapter 4?
Yellow two.
Interruption. And what are they?
Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth, and we have 4.
That is correct. Question number 15, 20 points. Ready? Question. The possibility of keeping thee from whom is spoken of in Proverbs chapter 7, verse.
Red one.
Interruption.
Verse 5, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
That is correct. Question 16 is a 20-point quotation question. Ready? Question. Continual dropping.
Yellow one.
Interruption.
What verses 7 to conclude with this phrase? A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the contentions of life are a continual dropping.
That is correct. Question number 17, 20 points, is a cross-reference two-part question. Ready? Question. According to Proverbs chapter 15, what type of word is described in verse 23, and what type of words are described in verse 1?
Red one.
In verse 23, a word spoken in due season. In verse 1, grievous words.
That is correct. Time out, 60 seconds, Spokane. Time is in. Question number 18 is a two-part question worth 30 points. Ready? Question. In the last two verses of 1 Kings chapter 10, who is described as happy and who is described?
Yellow two.
Interruption.
As blessed, happy are thy men, happy are these thy servants which stand continually before thee in that great host, and blessed be the Lord thy God which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord loved Israel forever, therefore made he thee king to do judgment and justice.
That is correct. Question number 19 is a quotation question worth 30 points. Question. Quote Proverbs chapter 23, verses 12, 13, and 14.
Yellow two.
Apply thine heart unto instruction, and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell.
That is correct. Question number 20 is a cross-reference question worth 30 points. Ready? Question. Proverbs chapter 20 asks what questions?
Yellow two.
Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find. Who can say, I have made my heart clean, I have pure from my sin? Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way?
That is correct. Do we have a winner? All right, let's get both teams ahead. Close quiz. Very close. The winning team was Spokane with 210, Calgary with 170. Second highest scoring individual was Elijah with 90 points, and a tie with 110 points was Kylea and Stephen with 110. All right.